Can I say what I'd like to enforce on them?
Sure.
I said, rotten trees hanging over your buildings that could fall down any time. Trees that have things falling on your buildings that are ruining the shingles. Rotten buildings where there's rodents crawling in and out. This is what I would like to see.
You're going to have some description in the code what constitutes a nuisance.
The only thing
Otherwise it's just on interpretation
the only thing
forever.
in the nuisance for weeds is weeds, brush, dense growth of all weeds, vines, brush, or other vegetation in the city to constitute a health, safety, and fire hazard. That's all it says.
That's the
Doesn't say anything
definition.
else.
Nuisance is defined in here. Whatever is injurious to health, indecent, or unreasonably offensive to the senses, or an obstruction to the free use of property, so as essentially to interfere unreasonably with the comfortable enjoyment of life or property is a nuisance.
Is that the revised code or the existing code?
This is the revised code. So that, I mean,
So that's
I think that's
the
it.
trees falling on her head,
Yeah.
injuring her. I mean, it not only injures her buildings, but it could injure her if the tree branch fell on her head.
Have you talked to other towns to see what
Sure.
they have as a definition?
Sure.
I mean, I
what
guess I've
difference
looked at
does it make?
Odie and Ida Grove.
I don't
Theirs
think,
is-
the original code wasn't written without looking at other communities. Any revisions that have been made have not been made without looking at different communities. We've gone to a professional service that writes code to do this codification that we're going through now. There still is going to be a difference of opinion as to what constitutes a nuisance. I mean, there just is.
I think
it's
Odie
human
is
nature.
probably one of the tougher towns for this type of item,
Would
with
you
a
answer your
definition.
question, the private property for trees? If it is determined with reasonable certainty that any such condition exists on private property and that danger to other trees or to adjoining property or passing motors, pedestrians is imminent, the council should notify by certified mail the owner, occupant, or person in charge of that such property to correct such condition by treatment or removal within 14 days of said notification. If such owner, occupant, or person in charge of said property fails to comply within 14 days of the receipt of the notice, the council may cause the condition to be corrected and the cost assessed to the property. That's what it says about private property.
That's under-
That's in black and white.
That's in the new code.
That's the new one.
That's
It's
the new
not
code.
the current code.
Well,
But that's what
new
it's
and then
being put in.
enforce it.
Yeah.
You can't-
Well, we haven't, we're
We can't.
we're going through them now.
But it's coming, Jeanette. Might be a year, he said. Anywhere from a month to a year. No, he said a month to a year, right? Didn't you say that?
Why?
Anywhere between a month to a year.
I said I can't predict. We've been working on this for a year, and so I'm not surprised if it takes a year. Well, I don't think we're a year away from it being finished.
No, because we decided to have a meeting or two a month to get it done.
But I'm not. But that's not to say it's going to address exactly what you want addressed. I
It
mean,
addressed what she just said, though, so.
What is that?
Yeah.
Yeah, it addressed the tree.
If a third party would go look at that tree and conclude the same thing she's concluded, that's true.
Okay, let's go. Council goes too.
Huh?
Let's go.
Who ultimately makes that decision then?
I'm doing something about the
Our
tree,
newest
okay?
our newest cop says it's a building inspector, but you know, other law enforcement officials have said it was them. But
Who ultimately makes that decision is you guys. You got the power to do it.
Gene. If you want to open another can of worms, you might have read our agenda in the paper. Item number 6, discussion or action on proposed ordinance for golf carts. Ben pointed out to us that to drive a golf cart on any street, road, highway, byway in Iowa is illegal. Period. It's quite simple.
I looked up code today and it
So,
says in a
just a
corporate.
second. Every time I start to talk, I get interrupted. I'm getting tired. But we need to move on that. We have to enforce the law. Period. Or, we have to add an ordinance in there that allows certain privileges for it. streets, okay? But without that clause in there, it's time to just say no more golf carts on the street. If people like that, you know, that's fine, and if you don't, come to us and tell us you want to drive your golf cart. We'll try to make some provision, otherwise we really need to shut them down in
It's not just about golf carts, though, is it?
We're gonna get down to
I looked up the Iowa code.
scooter,
People will argue both sides.
Chuck Barlow's scooter.
Iowa code on golf carts says incorporated areas, which we are, may, upon approval of their governing body, allow the operation of golf carts on city streets by persons possessing a valid driver's license.
And we have done that.
However, a golf cart shall not be operated upon a street which is a primary road extension through the city, but shall be allowed to cross a city street that is primarily a road extension through the city.
And that's Highway
So
20.
Second Street.
That's D15.
Yeah, Second Street cannot
It's
be,
D15, but it's
You
only
can cross
D15, it's only
you
a,
can cross it, but it's
but
only
not-
a drive on it.
it's only a highway from Sparky's to Mycogen, the city owns it.
Yep.
I
Right,
think if
It's
you
been
don't
here
want,
back to the city.
From Sparky's to Mycogen, the old Mycogen, Mid-American.
Oh my
The
goodness,
city-
right.
the city owns
Not
it.
totally, they paid for part of that when it was,
You maintain it, and you have to pay for it for any maintenance. We went through that when they were gonna do the
Do the
detour
street.
through here.
I had
it
to
was
pay-
narrowed up because of the county.
No, they gave it to you.
If the
No,
county they owned it,
didn't
I
give us
wouldn't
the
have had to
street.
pay assessment on it.
We paid it.
They paid part, I didn't say they paid it all.
they own the center section and we own the parking.
Cost is why it was narrowed,
From Bodie's west, it's narrowed up at least 2 feet,
because of the cost when they did it.
because the county wanted to cut it down.
So,
And the other
like you said, first sentence, it said,
incorporated.
we
Shall be-
may
City would
adopt an
adopt.
ordinance. So that's where
This is what the state of Iowa has.
that's where
And I don't know if it ever meant the ordinance book, but there's a reason we allow golf carts on Schaller streets. 2 gentlemen that no longer had a driver lived, Earl Brown lived up on First Street, and Roy Curry up here. They had no other way to get, and that's why they were okayed. And it's gotta be in the minutes, way back when.
We've discussed golf.
Probably not an ordinance,
Many
but
a time.
We,
I'm sure it's in the minutes.
And then there are a few more things. Shall not be.
And then somebody wanted a kid to run up and down the street, so Roy Curry and Earl Brown can do it.
no, there's people that argue small towns should be flexible and there's people that argue you gotta have rules, and both are true. It's just a matter of how tight you make those rules. I mean, you know,
But SOT
golf carts are just
still
one
means stop.
example.
Speed limit sign means what the sign says. My opinion.
What is the speed limit in town?
Depends on where you are.
Why should it depend on where you are?
Because
Going
well.
east town, going east to
When I got my
That's
driver's
every town.
license, it was 25 in residential unless posted different. Business district is 20. School zone, 25 unless posted different. It's pretty basic.
There
You
can be
can
70 down the
remember
highway.
that from way
But
back then.
I tell you, I swear, most of these people are not going 20 or 25 miles an hour when they're coming down. the
It's
highway.
55 out on the highway, they
Well,
lie
I
you
know, I'm not talking about the highway, I mean in town,
I think you guys know what we want.
Yeah.
so.
We can talk about this for 2
Yeah,
hours.
absolutely.
It's gonna work this way.
You got
And
it.
until we have somebody, a policeman to enforce.
The council
our code.
tried to explain
Right, we need
regular
code
meeting night
and
that we were working on this recodification.
Yeah, but as you see, they want it action now, not a year from now.
You got somebody who wants to speak there.
But we aren't getting anything
See how
done.
thick this book is? This is what this meeting was tonight, was for codification. Most of the things on this agenda have been added. We've already been here 45 minutes. We haven't even started on this yet, let alone the codification.
Maybe you shouldn't.
To address an issue which you were told, pardon me, Isabel, Tuesday night a week ago, or Monday night.
But you're acting on
That
behalf
we
of
were
the
working on it.
citizens. You're acting on behalf of the citizens that are voicing their opinions. That's what a meeting's for. That's why it has to
Yeah,
be posted
correct.
24 hours in advance. Well, it's on the agenda, therefore there's room for discussion.
Correct.
But the
Love that.
topics that have come up tonight aren't on what we're,
They're public concerns, so we've got to
Yeah.
do that.
but I mean, they're not the
Mrs.
codes that we're
Foreman,
gonna go over tonight.